This is a story that did remain in the public eye for a long time, and it has created a lot of conversation and a lot of discussion about the justice system and about contact between police and Aboriginal people in Australia. In terms of how the country has changed, it's changed remarkably in that 5 years. Not necessarily permanently, but if you look at the fact that we've had the voice referendum since the shooting and that we've had a national conversation, not a very kind or polite one, but a big conversation about race in Australia. And we've also had the Black Lives Matter movement really explode with the death of George Floyd. That happened 6 months after Kumanjayi Walker was shot in Yuendumu. So I think Australia has changed since then, not only through this shooting, but through conversations that have come out of it.
The shooting of Kumanjayi Walker, the murder trial of Zachary Rolfe, and this really long-running coronial inquest have been, as you say, very divisive across the country and in the Northern Territory. People have really strong feelings on all sides of this case, and they're often very, and I borrow this phrase from your book, they're often very binary views. But you and I both know, many people involved in this case know, it's a lot more nuanced than that.
Exploring those nuances was really just a matter of listening to Territorians, listening to people who were affected by Kumanjayi Walker's shooting, whether they were police officers or families of police officers, whether they were people within the community of Yuendumu or Alice Springs. Everyone in the Northern Territory is affected by an event this big.
The concept of time is a really significant through line in this book. You weave from one year to another in this case, but you also go back in time to before all of this started. Why did you do that?
I chose to treat time in a certain way in this book because I think that the moment that Zachary Rolfe and Kumanjayi Walker faced each other in that red house in the desert was a moment that brought to life many moments in Australia's history. And as I was doing my research, I came across a term that W.E.H. Stanner, an anthropologist, had used, which Aboriginal people in the Territory had taught him, the everywhen. And it refers to an Indigenous perspective of time, which is circular, which says that the past and the present and the future are all happening at the same time, right now, and they're affecting each other. And to me, that was the perfect way to look at this story, because I think it wakes up other moments in history that are unresolved, and that this moment between them in the house offered us another opportunity to try and resolve those problems and those issues.
Kate Wild, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.